Hold on a minute. Brooke Bailey pulled off the most shocking scandal of the year. What if we told you that Brooke had taken Chrissy Lampkin's son in front of Jim Jones? You read correctly, this rumor isn't just another one. We're seeing a whole plot unfold. Just consider what Jim Jones is going through right now. His entire world is ready to collapse because of Brooke Bailey. But how exactly did this happen? Is it a minor kidnapping, or is there anything much more serious? When you thought it couldn't get any stranger, we reveal the shocking details, the secret meetings, and the intricate web of events that are going on in the background. The twists and turns are crazy, and we have inside information that no one else is talking about. What's the real story here, or was Brooke planning this all along? Betrayal between Jim Jones and Brooke. Chrissy, keep checking back. This is a scandal you won't want to miss. It will get ugly, so bring some popcorn. How are you today, people? We're going to get into some major drama with Jim Jones, Brooke Bailey, and Chrissy Lampkin. This isn't the kind of drama you see every day, I assure you. It's messy, and if you've been following hip-hop culture, you'll want to remain put because things are going to become insane. Probably know Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin. In addition to her relationship with Jim Jones is a well-known figure in the hip-hop industry and the rapper behind songs like We Fly High. Fans worldwide have praised Chrissy Lampkin's efforts in the reality TV industry and their long-lasting romance, making them a power couple. However, it now seems that their relationship is growing more strained, and Brooke Bailey is the focal point of it. It's evident that Brooke Bailey has been involved in the scene for a while. She is well known in some circles, has a substantial social media following, and let's just say, has never shied away from stirring up controversy. However, nobody saw coming the action that essentially cemented the foundation of Chrissy Lampkin and Jim Jones' relationship. The action was taking Chrissy's son, and yes, this isn't just any small drama. It's true that Brooke Bailey kidnapped Chrissy Lampkin's son. Before you think this is a television show plot, let me assure you that it is real and already happening. The whole situation is unfolding right in front of our eyes, with people talking and the internet buzzing. Let's take a look at it. Although Brooke Bailey has been well known for a while, what made her as the main focus of his massive scandal, we need to look at Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin's relationship to understand how it started. They have been together for over 10 years, and while they have certainly had their ups and downs, they have generally always been regarded as a stable couple. In particular, Chrissy has put up with Jim a lot despite the fact that they have both gone through personal struggles. Chrissy has been loyal to Jim. Up next comes, on the surface, Brooke seemed like just another friend in their circle, but the public was ignorant that she was playing a dangerous and drawn-out game that would eventually ruin Chrissy's perspective of her connections. In addition to being a friend, Brooke had a purpose, which was made clear when she chose to kidnap Chrissy's son Jim Jones. As we now know, a few things had ensnared him in controversy in the past. One thing is certain, though, Jim Jones' life will change, and he will have to deal with the fallout from Brooke's actions. How was this even accomplished by Brooke? How did she get away with taking Chrissy's son in front of everyone? There are those who argue that Jim had no idea what Brooke was doing, and others who contend that he was fully aware of the situation. Was it as simple as just showing up and taking him? Let's say that Brooke had to work behind the scenes to gain access and trust as a member of their inner circle. It wasn't until everything went awry that anyone realized what had been going on behind the scenes. But why would Brooke take such drastic action? Was retaliation her only motivation, or was there a deeper problem at work? Before we look at the causes and results, let's take a look at. As you may have noticed if you have been following Chrissy Lampkin, she is a strong woman who never holds back when speaking her mind. Her life, career, and reputation have all revolved around her relationship with Jim Jones, but this betrayal is on a whole new level. Imagine placing your trust in someone for years only to find out later that they have been betraying you. Chrissy's world has completely changed as a result of this betrayal, and she is currently coming to terms with the reality of what has happened. Jim Jones is then present. After years of being in a committed relationship with Chrissy, this man's loyalty is now being questioned. How does he fit into all of this? Did he know about it, or did Brooke execute the perfect betrayal without his knowledge? We don't yet know the public's opinion, but Jim's loyalty and relationship with Chrissy will be tested to the limit in ways they never could have imagined. Response is the last part of the jigs, but the internet has been going crazy ever since the stories of Brooke's behavior surfaced. Fans are furious and accusing each other everywhere, while others are questioning how Chrissy let this happen in the first place. Even though many are rooting for her, Brooke isn't giving up. The media is definitely waiting for her to speak out and defend her actions, but for now, she is keeping quiet. What happens next, though? How will this story unfold, and what impact will it have on Jim? We know, Chrissy and Brooke, that this is far more intricate than it seems, and the drama is far from over. We're just getting started, so welcome back, everyone. The specifics of what happened between Brooke and Jim and how this betrayal was found will be explored in greater length in the next section. You won't want to miss it, so keep checking back. If you thought part 1 was crazy, don't worry. As the world watches, Chrissy Lampkin and Brooke Bailey are not going to back down. Let's just say that things are going to get much more chaotic. Let's examine the backstage events and the slow unraveling of this whole controversy. The juicy part is about to start. What exactly happened, and how was Chrissy Lampkin's son abducted by Brooke Bailey? The reality is more strange. Then, you won't believe this is fiction. It has been months since Brooke began playing the long game. She was more than just a group member. She was personally invested in how this whole situation turned out. Yes, Brooke and Chrissy were dating, but their relationship wasn't ideal. There was constant tension between them, especially when it came to matters involving Jim Jones and the family. According to the story, Brooke saw an opportunity to get closer to Jim Jones. She was looking for more than just a casual acquaintance. She was looking for something more meaningful. She knew that Chrissy and Jim's relationship had not always been straightforward, especially when it came to their complicated blended family relationships. The public's perception of Chrissy's child was not that of a simple child. Rather, he represented her legacy, her relationship with Jim, and her ability to provide for her family. As a result, Brooke seized the chance to. Though Brooke was playing a much more important game, she knew that the longer she kept things secret, the more people would doubt Chrissy and Jim's relationship. She wasn't afraid of criticism, and controlling the narrative was more important than a mother losing her child. Making trouble, making a big show, or taking Chrissy's son for a few days wasn't the only goal. Then, how did Brooke do it? According to anonymous sources, Brooke used her connections within Jim Jones' inner circle to allegedly leak information when Jim would be out of town and Chrissy would be preoccupied with her own responsibilities. This allowed Brooke to enter and abduct Chrissy's son covertly for an extended period of time. She knew she was playing chess, for instance, and Chrissy was unaware of it. But what did Jim Jones think of this? Even though we don't know for sure, there is little doubt that Jim's role, or lack thereof, in this situation will be a hot topic of conversation. Did he participate, or did Brooke use him as a pawn in his scheme? Some contend that Jim was just as caught off guard as Chrissy, while others maintain that he was fully aware of what Brooke was doing. Regardless of the circumstances, this episode has definitely raised questions about his relationship with Chrissy. Reply, let's not the general public's reaction to all of this has been shocking. But ever since the announcement, there has been a lot of discussion online as people make assumptions about what's truly going on behind the scenes. How could Brooke have done this to Chrissy? How could she just up and leave without a trace after taking Chrissy's son? On social media, admirers are taking sides with sarcastic admirers who vent their anger. The media's betrayal of Brooke, they are demanding that she immediately turn up Chrissy's boy and accusing her of damaging the house. On the other hand, many people question Chrissy's parenting skills and wonder how Brooke could have done this without Chrissy seeing. Others are accusing Jim of being careless and allowing things to spiral out of control. But of course, there will always be those who are just having fun, the drama while unwinding and munching on some popcorn. What's really going on behind the scenes, though, and is there more to this story than meets the eye? Some sources have suggested that Jim Jones's family is part of a larger conspiracy. Jim's mother is allegedly involved and may have assisted in the planning of given Brooke's actions. Is there a more intricate family dynamic at play here that goes beyond Brooke's efforts? To prove that she could do to Jim's mother's covert manipulation of circumstances, Jim and Chrissy have been at odds. Chrissy has always been disliked by Jim's mother. We'll have to wait and see whether these reports are real, but according to some, this might be her way of destroying their relationship. In the meantime, Brooke is remaining silent, despite the fact that she hasn't spoken up yet, and you can be sure that the media is waiting for. In the meantime, this controversy is giving the media a field day in an effort to get behind-the-scenes stories and exclusive interviews. Every source is following suit, and nobody is safe from the swarming paparazzi cameras. So, will she defend what she did, or will she keep quiet and let the opinions of the public speak for her? This is a story that will never be forgotten, regardless of what happens. Chrissy, one thing is certain, though. Brooke's actions have caused a huge public backlash that will probably keep people talking for months to come. When that happens, you can bet that the entire globe will be watching. However, a more important question remains. Will Jim and Chrissy be able to move on from the scandal? Will their relationship be able to be repaired, or has it already been harmed? We'll have to wait and see how everything works out. Will she be seen as the crafty homewrecker, or will she be successful in making herself the protagonist of her own tale? The Brooke Bailey scandal is more significant than anyone could have predicted. If she thought that this incident would be her big break, she was mistaken. Public trust is a delicate asset that is very hard to regain once it has been lost. Situation is evolving, and it seems like things will only get stranger from here on out. However, I would like to know if you think Brooke will make it through this, or if you think everything will go against her. Will Chrissy Lampkin be able to fight back and win, or will she end up falling in love with Jim Jones? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If the scope of this scandal has shocked you, we'd love to hear it. To make sure you don't miss any updates, don't forget to like this video. Make sure you hit the notification and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about this video, bell, if you want to be up to date on the latest rumors and breaking news in the world of celebrities. I can assure you that you won't want to miss the next big scandal, which is coming up soon. Spread the word if you believe they should be aware of how bizarre the story is, as the more you talk about it, the more fascinating it gets. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you soon for more amazing, wild stories that are only found here. Be honest until the next time and be ready for the next great scoop. Peace be with you.